serious. I know this isn't the first time I've told you. Do not put my wand... Oh, hello! Raiders! Hello! Hello, everyone. Boo-boo kitty fuck. Late night games, sugar skulls! Woo! Hello! Welcome on in. Dr. Foxmeat, of course. Thank you for the raid. Raiders, welcome in. I am Lithadora, the Arcane Explorer. Woo! Here, a wizard on Twitch. One of 5 of us. We're like the Istar, the Myanmar. Yes, there's 5 of us.
Your funny words,
Booger Brains, thank you for the follow. Now, this is your first time in the Apothecary of Lithadora, and you just came from Dr. Foxmeat. I have to give you
words, Magic Man.
a share of the special potion. This, of course, is the Pink Eye Ointment, which will help relieve the conjunctivitis that you have contracted from Dr. Foxmeat's fart blessings. Kata Bezio, thank you for that follow, and Previdus, thank you as well. Now, this is the Pink Eye Ointment. Let's get it close so you can actually get a good view of the Lithadora's version of the Pink Eye Ointment. Catabasis? Yes, this is the Pink Eye Ointment. Not as helpful as you may need. Yes, Sugar Skulls, I have seen and heard much about your magic wand, and unfortunately, right now everybody's looking a little blurry because you're looking at my potions. This right here is the mana potion with the, of course, the stamp of Lithadora on it. As you know, my seal means that this is quality. Mana potion. Let's check this out. Look at that. Oh, that is how you know this is high quality content from Lithadora's Apothecary. Except no substitutions, my friends. And if you're not into mana potion, perhaps you need some of this. What is this, you say? This lovely, rich, dark purple color is Barufio's Brain Elixir. Give it a good stir. Look at that. Working on those gray cells in your brain. And, of course, each one is labeled with the Lithadora label. Oh, my friends, there is more to show you. More! And, of course, the Wiggenweld potion. Now, it's running low. The Wiggenweld, I had to take some. Okay? I mean, seriously. It's a healing potion. It's a healing potion. Will it help with blindness like yours? Not... I'm not so sure. However, a big seller right behind the Pink Eye Ointment, my friends. This right here. And you say, Lithadora, what is this? This is lust in a bottle. The Triple X lets you know that it is not love in this bottle. And of course, you must shake the shit out of lust, okay? Look at that. Look at it go. Now you can tell that this particular batch has stamina potion in it. Look at that. Ugh, stamina. I mean, what good is a batch of lust without a load of stamina? You know what I mean? I think not. Now, and you say to me, Lithadora, whew, why lust? Why not love? I'll tell you why. Only a charlatan would take your coin for a love potion. That is just infatuation, my friends. Never accept such a thing. Love is a powerful magic of its own. It can't be bottled, it can't be brewed, it can't be stoppered. It could die. But generally, love is enduring. It is a magic. Can a female be a wizard? Yeah. Yes, you can.
I like your funny words,
Let's catch back up on chat. Gotta be the best D&D master ever. Yes, probably. Maybe a little bit. It's a lot of fun to play D&D. Yes, and use a wizard's staff to help guide you so you don't fall or bump into stuff. I carry my wand. When I whip out my staff, people get really jealous. They're like, that is a massive staff, Lithadora. What the fuck? And I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Staff envy, you know? Because you need a load of stamina to deal with all the loads. That's right. I mean, late night games does. Late night games does. Flower Man needs more stamina. You know, I should really get you a batch of the stamina. This is stamina here. And, of course, through the portal you can't see, but it's actually yellow until I give it a good shake. And then it becomes blood red, because it gets your blood going. Not glowing, that's a different potion. Speaking of potions of glowing, it's brand new, just came into the shop, first time ever brewed. Not sure what the hell it does. It's a glow potion. Helps you see in the dark. I don't know. We did skip over a few potions. There are more. We'll show them off. This isn't the Wizard Home Shopping Network. But you can go check out the merch store. ! Merch in the chat. And he'll bring it up. The potions are heading there shortly. I swear. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. Been saying it for months, but I mean, come on. I got it perfected. I'm ready. I'm ready to put them in the store. Dr. Tarantula 13, thank you so much for that follow. Everybody, thank you for the follow. Dr. Foxmeat, I appreciate the raid. Whew! Yeah, put your credit card away. Hey. Yes, my wizard staff is white and helps me teleport places. Would you like to teleport? Let's go. After a long day of wizardry, I like to come here, get in my cauldron, get a good hot soak. Now you may notice we're actually in the Stream Raider category, and there is a Stream Raider thing down there. So let's fire that sucker up right now. Let's go over... Stream Raiders. Let's start a battle. If you don't know what Stream Raiders is, don't worry about it. But if you do, drop your troops, get in here, get in on this battle. It's wonderful. Boop. And we are ready. We're rocking. There's the link in the chat. Drop your troops if you feel like it. Woo! It's the wisdom through empathy. Now, everything that is in my merch store, I designed myself. I put my blanket away. I was cold today. I had a blanket. From the merch store. I designed almost everything there. Right here on the stream. We're going to be revamping the store. We're going to be organizing it a little bit better. And also getting more Lithadora merch. Because when I was making stuff, I thought, who wants my name or face on their stuff? Apparently, people do. Silly me. So, we'll be having more of that coming that way soon. Let's see. Let's start back up here. Gonna go read the chat and catch up. Here we go. Uno. When I was a kid, we couldn't afford Dungeons and Dragons. I had to get Dungeons or Dragons. I feel you there. I really do. I mean, they just sent me to the dungeon. I wanted a dragon. They gave me a dungeon. I wand a bit. Mine is black and silver with studs on it like yours, and I was told it was powerful. This wand I stole from some kid named Harry Potter. I was like, give me the wand. Yep. He didn't need it. He wasn't using it. I mean, what a jerk. Whew. Yes, the wisdom through empathy stickers are sick. And I think they are. They're really nice. I would like to let me hold the staff first. How much I remind you of your ex, but also I like it. Nerds have big ones. That's right. I mean, just saying. Now this one's made of you. Now let's do the important thing. Let me actually do some of my magic. You all came from the stream, but let's give Dr. Foxmeat this.
Slambutsky, please fart on me with your magical stink, you dirty fart man. Follow. Give me a follow. I'll
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You follow me, I'll fart too. I don't know.
What potions do you make? As we Shout out to the sponsor. This is the potion that I'm currently sipping on.
Potion. We just went through all those potions. You say, how was that magic, Lithidor? Well, I wrote that spell myself. It pulls in clips and shows them. I was unsatisfied with the offerings of others, so I made my own. Ah, look at me. Yes, I just had a fart attack. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I'm on all kinds of medication for it. I'm on statins, which are fucking up my memory. I keep forgetting words in the middle of a sentence, and I'm like, you know that thing. I'm on blood pressure medication. I'm on 5 different things. And yesterday, I forgot to take one of the doses. This morning, I woke up, and I was all out of sorts. But yes, 2 weeks ago, on Wednesday, I was preparing for stream. I was in my wizard robes, and I had this intense pain in my chest and thought, that's not right. Not right at all. Went to the hospital. I took the robes off. I almost went in the robes. Almost came in and like, I don't feel so good. I might have ended up in a different ward. That was my fear. So, took the robes off, went in naked. They were fine. No. I put clothes on. Something called pants. Yes. And I am doing... Whew. Okay. I am just... Have I found the black cat? Yes. Have I told you the story of the black cat? She's here. She's in human form. Eating top ramen, it smells like, I think. I don't eat that now. Whew. Whew. Whose magic is stronger? Sounds like ADD. Well, hang on. Let me go back through this chat in order. My dog Jimmy is a dragon, and he wears a blue dragon outfit, and he's my special wizard pet. I've seen it. Believe it or not, I am highly active in the Dr. Foxmeat Discord. Speaking of Discord, I have one of those too. Check it out. Not as active, but get in there. Make it active. Let's do it. Now back. Wish you the best of luck. Hope you're okay. Damn. Don't make me come over there. Okay, well. Is that all it takes? Woo! Sounds like ADD. Speaking of ADD, we're gonna shout out something right now. It's called the ADHD Theater. It is my second channel. Check it out. That's right. Twitch Tech Toe is a game show coming to Twitch, produced by me. Woo! It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be over there on the ADHD Theater, which somehow has thousands of followers. I don't know what the hell happened. Whew! But ADHD Theater is my second channel. Whew! And it's a lot of fun. Now go on back. I had an asthma attack about 2 weeks ago, and had to go to the ER. Damn, how flower man. You know, I thought I just had indigestion. Turned out to be a heart attack. Do not ignore your body. Go in there. Even though I probably got another heart attack just getting the bill. It's $200,000 to have a heart attack, in my experience. So yeah, here we are. Not thinking about that at all. Ooh, shite. Yes, never fun. Okay, so whose magic is stronger, you or Foxmeat? Well, thankfully, it is not. It is not a competition. You see, wizards don't usually duel. Evil sorcerers do. When wizards get together, it's like a party. I don't know how to explain it. Thankfully, I'm in a different dimension than Dr. Foxmeat at the moment. We're communicating through the portal, and that allows me to definitively say that the source of my power differs from his. So whose power is more? Hard to say. Hard to say. Yes. Now let's read on. I'm 37,000 years old. Your sister is 47,000 years. I am 45,000 years old. No, I'm 45,652 years old at the moment. Yeah. Yep. That's how that works. I'm approaching that 46,000th birthday coming right up. Ooh, I can add you on Discord, but after we're done here with the stream, we are, of course, saying ew to pants. If you're wearing pants, you can't get in the cauldron. Important. It is important. I do have a Discordian, some guy named Weird Al. He taught me how to play it. It was amazing. And Joe Bug is here. Holy macaroni. Let's do some shout outs for some other peoples. Like, wait, first things first. The Heidi place. Kiss. Oh, wait.
Loading my ass. Oh, that might take a while.
Oh. We're gonna be loading her ass, everyone. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Holy macaroni! Pam Flowerman just resubscribed. 2 months! Well, thank you for that sub. Woo! Let's go back up here. And I'm a... oh, wait. 200,000! I could have bought a boat. You know, I don't think I'd ever want to own a boat. It's like owning a lot of maintenance. Let's check this out. He's choking down a corn dog. That was quick. We'll come back and do that again. Let's give Joe Bug a shout out too, though.
It really feel even matter. Rap to the beat of the dinks. Yo, my name is Sam. It rhymes with ham. Sammy Sam 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 Slam. Dink.
Sammy?
Dink.
Salami. Last playing Sea of Thieves. Ooh, I like
I'm no
Sea of
rapper.
Thieves. Yes. Let's try a shout out for Sugar Skulls.
Give me something to rap and
I'll give you a present and then you can wrap it. How about that? Would that work? Let me read back up a little bit. We got a shout out for Late Night, who's a good friend of the channel. Let's see if we can get a clip where he's talking to me. It's happened. I broke it. What the hell? Let's go to the workshop real quick. I'm getting warm. Gonna need a drink up in here. You gotta get a drink. I don't know if you got... shit! Get my hand out of there quick before it closes. Alright, we're done. I'm done. You can go. Thank you. Whew! You ready? Nobody snuck any lust potion in here, right? Okay. Whew. Whew. Getting warm in here. Let's try this again. Well, I just had one of them, heart attacks, you know. It's water. Water. Better be water. Nope, I broke it. We broke it! Stream is so cool and you're awesome like fox meat. Woo! Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see if I can fix this thing over here real quick like, cause, you know, I am not just a wizard. I'm an IT wizard. Which means I'm it. No. Nope. There it is. Whew, let's see if we can fix this thing. Nope. do dragons. Oh, wait, let's scroll back up. Please remember I'm new here. Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yep. Okay, let's try this one more time. We're giving Kraken a third shout out.
Oh, I just left the house. Whoops.
Oh, this is a good one. I'm just gonna point out that this
I'm
wizard
freaking leaving the house, guys.
has amazing timing with the shout outs.
I don't
Or
know
with the
It was like in the
The sound alert was
hallway,
me.
and then the room just straight. Holy F and F and F.
I love doing that. It's fantastic.
My man.
I about killed him. Almost gave him a heart attack. Would you imagine that? Whew. And I know what's coming. Let's try it now. There we go. He's petting his, he's stroking his, kitty. I mean, I'm just gonna stroke my beard. Now one more of these shout-out things. And then we'll be good. Let's try this one. Let's see. You got a clip? The Sugar Skulls. With the gaming gloves. That makes gaming much better, I am told, by my good friend Scarblade, who plays with gaming gloves, and the Gaming Glove Company should really consider sponsoring her, but seriously, if you're out there and you can hear me, you do that. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! So that is Sugar Skulls 5987, not to be confused with Sugar Skulls 6001. Completely a different person. Do not go over
Magic.
there and follow. Whoa! Magic! Did you hear that? I did. I did. Oh, I just poked your eyes out. Ha Ooh, careful. Well, I was trying to poke some people earlier, and they were like, hey, calm down, Lith. I said, come on. It's a good old poking. No? No? I like a good... I mean, who doesn't? So today, I spent some time navigating through the Steam Summer Sale and found absolutely nothing that I needed to buy for myself. Instead, I bought a game, or two, or maybe more, and I gave them away. Ho-ho! Speaking of giving away, I have more games. We could do a game giveaway. Ooh. Yes, nothing beats a good token poke. Well, I do have to say, I'm on all kinds of medication. And the other day, I got a bit of smoke came into my face, let's say. And, nope, not for me anymore. Whew, almost had to go to the emergency room because my heart just went crazy. Like, don't do that again. So, not doing that anymore, sadly. No toke, just poke. All right. The line starts over here. Go ahead. Come on, get in. Anybody's interested. Not trying to twist an arm, but yeah. Whew. Yeah, it raised my heart rate quite a bit, but also dropped my blood pressure. Whew. Quite a bit. Blood pressure down, heart rate up. Just, nope, not a good idea. That was bad. I gotta go. And then by the time we got down to like the ER, I thought, oh, I just have the munchies now. Wait, come back here. Kitty was here. I was gonna show you all the kitty, but Kitty left. Bye, Kitty. Okay, the cat was here in cat form. Holy macaroni. It was a good time. So, does anybody have any suggestions or recommendations for something that might be on Steam that I should be looking at and being like, How did I miss that? I always play my games with my gloves on and I don't use my eyes. I use my ears to play in sounds. My ears act as my eyes. And you can't poke my eyes out. I'm nearly blind. I talk into my phone and it types for me like magic. Shoosh. We're gonna do another shout out right now for somebody who's not even here. But I'm gonna shout out I'm gonna say nearly a friend. Not quite as good a friend as, say, like Dr. Foxmeat or perhaps Kraken Games over there, but Captain Peelcard. Let's check this out.
Move rock.
Now, if you notice, Captain Peelcard is like an inch or two away from his monitor. And that's because he is almost completely blind as well. And he's a gamer. He's here on Twitch. He's streaming. He's a great guy. Stop in there. See Captain Peelcard. He'll explain his condition there more than I can. I just know that he is visually impaired. Speaking of impairments, one of the things that I do in my daytime experience, actually, is make sure websites are accessible to people. Yes, that's what I spend my day doing. Like I said, I'm an IT wizard. So I go through and I make sure that all the images have good alternative text. I make sure that you can navigate it with your browser, with the text reader, all those screen readers, all those things. That's what I do all day long, every day, pretty much. Just make sure that the website is accessible. It's a lot of work, but I'm good at it. I mean, not to get out the trumpet and start blowing my own horn, but I am pretty good at this job. Yay! So, as I say, IT wizardry, that's what I'm here for. I'm also very good if you need help. Speaking of help, and I mentioned this to Voxme, but he is off eating split pea and cornbread. I know it. Yes. I am now offering the services. First, I'm going to get my own in order, but I'm going to be offering it of helping create merch stores for streamers. Yeah, you can use Stream Elements. Yes, you can use Streamlabs. You can use other options. But I'm pretty sure the quality is good that I can provide. And the margin is good. Scintillating! Thank you for that sub. Welcome in. How are you doing? Whew. Yes. What about hear it with my ears since I can't read, but I can listen to the audio books and talk into my phone? So that's the thing. One of the tests that I actually run is a screen reader. So the website gets read to me. So I hear that for about 6 hours every day. So, Scintillating, thank you so much for that sub and for thanking me for expanding the accessibility of the internet. It is not an easy job because sometimes I have to convince people that it is something they should be doing, that they need to be doing, and that they do not want to exclude anybody from their website and availability. Hamflower Man, I saw Meow Meow 10K recently in a chat. Where was I? I don't know. I don't think it was Forest of Wires, but it might have been. It might have been. Kaisia just placed an epic possessed barbarian on the battlefield. We are getting close to the Stream Raider battle, my friends. 7 minutes left. If you are not in on the battle, feel free to join in on the battle right there. It's a good time. We may jump in and play a little bit of Noita in a little bit. Oh my god, that HD tech stuff that they're doing, that shit works. Please tell me what that's called if anyone knows. Oh yeah, you asked me about pets. Hamsters are great starter pets. You know what? We're not going to play Noida. We're going to get into Spellcaster University, where I run a wizarding school. And one of the pets they have? Hamsters. There is also a what are they called? They're unicorns, but they're hamsters. Yeah, they have those too. Mad Viking King, hello, welcome in. I am recovering. I don't know if you heard this. I had a heart attack. No joke. Seriously. 2 weeks ago. 2. Fuck. You hurt? Mad Viking King. Glad you're here. I've been meaning to hit you up because I'm going to do a shout out right now for one thing. I want you to see this. This is the ADHD Theater, a secondary channel that I run. And over there, we're going to be having this. That's right, Twitch-acto, my friends. The game show on Twitch, the newest and greatest, in my personal opinion, is coming soon, but I need more people who wish to be on it. You want to be a panelist? You want to be a contestant? Let me know. Hit me up. Let me know. I need it. We are going to be doing a stress test of the game this Saturday, 4 p.m. If anybody's interested in that, let me know. And once that is ready and rocking and rolling, I'll be releasing a schedule. We'll be getting people in on that. Whew, it's going to be great. I think so. I've been working hard. I've probably poured 100 hours into the layout of that game show. No joke. 100 hours. Lots of work. Chris Mack is here. Woo! Now let me catch back up on the chat. Sugar Skulls has a hamster. And he is a good pet. And he has his own magic ball to run it in. And do a teleportation spell. Hamsters are great. To start with. Kaisia is here. Hello to the queen. Are you sure it was a fart attack and not just the heart? No, it was a heart attack. It hurt, and I didn't fart at all. Not one. Not at all. Actually, that part hurt, but being electrocuted with the defibrillator, that part hurt like shit. And they did it 3 times. Those fuckers. Whew. But I'm alive, and I'm okay, and I'm doing good. And as I learned, I'm doing great because of the medication I'm on. I missed a day. Whew, not good. So, I will never miss my medication again. Have timers set, magical alarms will go off to remind me at specific times to take my medication. In the next year, I should be great. Been eating lots and lots of salad. Tonight, my plate, half salad, 2 pieces of fish. I have dramatically changed my diet. I have lost 10 pounds since the heart attack. Been taking it easy, taking walks, 10-minute walks, flat ground 4 times a day. The thing is, I've been too sedate. Been under a lot of stress too, but sedate. Haven't been getting much exercise at all. So now I'm making sure I'm eating right, no longer eating like a raccoon at a campground. You know, eating garbage. No, I'm eating right. Getting a little bit of exercise. And next week, I start on cardiac rehab, which is, they're going to teach me how to do good exercises and make sure that I do not overdo it. But I also feel like a bundle of energy ever since it happened, because my heart is working properly. And this is my normal state of high energy that I've always had my entire life, where people are like, calm down, Lith. Jesus, where'd you get all this energy? Let's catch back up on the chat. Whew. I'm not so sure I put my archers in a good spot, bros. It's okay. Honestly, we tend to win a lot. We are almost at 200 Stream Raider battle victories against bosses. We have been knocking these out for a long time. So, if just dropping your troops, poof, you're doing great. We're catching back up. Bionic reading, check it out. Yes. Woo. Oh wait, I missed one. I'm so sorry to hear that. How's my health? So my health, yeah, hopefully I've covered that. I seem to be recovering extremely well, but I do need to take it easy. I tried to carry a thing of cat litter from the car to the house, and oh, that was a mistake. I got almost to the house and was like, okay, I can't do that again. I can't do that again. So, I've learned a lesson there too. How do you play Stream Raiders? Well, Stream Raiders is about dropping in your troops. Let's take a look at the stream. Wait, there it is. You drop in your troops, and as you can see, all these people have scintillating. Hamflower Man, Jobug, Kai, Isia, SS Kraken Games, and others who are here. You know what? We gotta do some more shoutouts really quickly. We gotta get the Mad Viking gang, and we gotta make sure that that appears. So let's get over here. Give a shout out. Does it work? Yes.
You know that's gonna happen. I know it's
do.
gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen. We both know it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
What are we doing?
Oh!
Holy
Oh
shit,
my
a party of
God!
172!
Holy smackaroonie!
Yeah!
Oh!
That's a...
Whoa! Nobody's ever keep it. Oh my God! What?
Yeah.
Whoa,
I feel for you right there. I'm excited about that. Woo! Wow. Now, why is that an old clip? That is a particular magical spell that I wrote myself. It pulls in clips. It pulls in one of your 5 top clips of all times. I can change that. I can change it. Whew. We're going to catch up with that, and we'll jump into the raid, or the battle. So, Hamflower Man, my heart is honestly breaking hearing about your heart attack and Bill. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting to find out how much insurance will cover. So that's important. We're gonna find out. I just know I got sent a thing that said $200,000. Oh, jeez. Chris Mack is here. I did say hi. Did you see my magic Wii remote with the gem on it? Ooh, no, I did not. Ooh, take it easy is all I ask. Yeah, I mean, I have been. Yes. I have fish pile chips in my hair. Oh, hair clips. Sorry. Magical text-to-speech. With magic fish on them. That's cool. Bionic Reading is a font people can use on their devices via apps for iPhone and other Apple products. It works by highlighting a limited number of letters in a word in bold and allowing your brain, or more specifically, your memory, to fill in the rest. Oh, woo! That is crazy. Yes, no problem with the shout out. Yes, and we gotta do Kai. One more shout out, and we're jumping in there to the battle. Kaisia has just recently returned to streaming. If I touch her, she'll bite my face, so let's not do that. It's okay. It's okay. My clips are old too. You should see the one that comes up when I do the shout out.
Defensive or offensive, and
I
just
shout
have so many
myself
people
out.
that can out heal any amount of damage that you can get out.
Your last playing Back
It's
for
just-
Blood.
Okay.
You can't one sword.
Wish is not.
That's right. Back for Blood. Let's get on in here. We're gonna get ready with the Stream Raider battle. We're gonna need all the hype. Exclamation mark hype in the chat will bring in some hype for this battle. It'll help us win. But before we do that, yeah, Hamflower Man just doesn't think that's reasonable. I'm gonna agree. That was an insane amount for a heart attack. But I'm alive. I'm alive. And you're saying, where's the music, Lith? It's there. They got the wizard music. Look at him go. Look at him kill the big jolly green giant thing. Where are all the enemies? There are 27 enemies remaining, 48 allies, 25. We are killing Kai, just decimating these people. Ithlock in there as well. Whew. Whew. I'm glad I got the medical attention I need. And I gotta point out something. The week before I had a heart attack, I was reviewing my financial situation, and I had complained out loud. Boy, I sure am paying a lot of money for this health insurance that I don't use. And then I needed it. And I sure used the hell out of it, I hope. So hopefully everything is reduced dramatically. Because there are so many people here that I can't even pick. We're just gonna grant them at random. There we go. Kraken, Jobug, Travanti. I think I'm gonna owe about $5,000 US in the end. Why do I think that? Because the maximum amount that I can pay out of pocket according to my health insurance is $5,000. Yay! The thing is that I had picked the gold plan, and I've been paying a considerable amount of money each month for health insurance, which I've never used. And now it's gonna come in handy. Yeah, I'm gonna find out, because I haven't gotten any of the actual bills yet. So hopefully, it's gonna be okay. Speaking of hairs, they did shave my, well, if you can't see it, they shaved it. Yeah, I mean, seriously. Seriously. See this? It's fine. They didn't shave my head, but, you know, you can see my arms. I got hair there still. Actually, they did shave my wrist right here. See this little dot? I don't know if you can see that, but there's a dot. That little dot is where they went through my arm into my heart. That little dot. The fastest way to a man's heart is through his wrist, apparently. And if that doesn't work, they go through the groin. So, the fastest way to a man's heart is through his crotch. But I think we already knew that. I mean, that's pretty much fact. You know what I mean? Like, made sense to me. So yeah. Yeah. The one problem, though, I gotta say, is they put a lot of things on my chest. Like a defibrillator. But before they did any of that, yeah, they shaved my chest. Then they put some kind of sticker on it and ripped it off and pulled all the hair out. And, you know, 2 weeks later, it's starting to grow back. And it catches on everything because it's a little Velcro-y hair. And occasionally I'm like, what's that feeling in my chest? Oh, it's the hair. Okay, it's growing back. Yeah. Yeah, not the crotch. Yes, that is how they get in there. Yes, thank you for permitting that, Greg. Yes, all the major arteries. Now, late night, I gotta skip back up here. Boop. Yes. Late night says my dad went through the same thing. Yeah, they had to go through the leg. Thankfully, I'm young. My first heart attack. And I do have to say, my stepfather over there in Florida? Flowrider? He's in Florida. That's where he is at. He had 11 stents put in his heart. Just 2 weeks before I did. It was a major, major undertaking for him. WizWorld Live! Thank you so very much for that resub, WizWorld Live. If you guys don't know, you must know. WizWorld is, can you tell by the name? He's a wizard! But this clip may not be a wizardry. Look at that! There we go. Close enough. Playing Lord of the Rings. And you say,
usually chills me out, but Chief Watcher Grimbriar is stressing me out.
was he eating oysters?
Kind of a right-wing guy.
Hang on now.
You know, and I didn't expect to find that in here.
See, what are you eating?
Brie.
Is that fruit by the foot?
Now I gotta worry if I gotta
Oh,
defend Brie against Chief Watcher Grimbriar. You know?
All right, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Fine.
criticizing town
ICAP
guards.
situation.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. WizWorld Live streams on Fridays and on Sundays. What time do you stream? I suddenly can't remember. I seem to be on some medication that does affect my memory. Very strange to me that I'm forgetting things that I should know. 8 p.m. Pacifically. Yes. All right. So we are the Twizzards. You know, the Twitch Wizards. There's 5 of us. There's myself, WizWorld, Dr. Fox, me, Darren, and Forest of Wires. That's right. A red one, a blue one, a brown one, a blue one, and a black one. Yeah, that's right. That's all of us. Yep. Make it 6! You gotta get in there. You gotta really get that wizarding thing going. And most importantly, if we come over here, and I come over here, and I do this. The thing about the wizards, well, that's different. My emote thing changed over here. I don't even know what's going on. Am I not logged into my own account? What's going on here? Okay, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Hard. We'll take our time. We'll pull in Darren. We'll pull in Foxmeat. What is the deal, Ellie McBeal? Oh. Why is it all different? And then... Okay, wait. Wiz... See, look. Look at them all. The 5 wizards of Twitch. Right there. The Twizzards, if you were. Perhaps. Mm-hmm. Yes! You have a favorite Twizzard? Ooh. Ooh. Don't tell me. Don't ruin the surprise. Let's just keep it to ourselves for the moment. Tomorrow is a behind the scenes at the Ren Fair. Ooh. Yes, WizWorld is going to Ren Fairs. It's exciting stuff right there. Woo. Let's see here. Let me scroll back up just a minute because I think I got late night responding to the statement of the stepdad having the 11 cents. I had 2 stents placed into my heart through my wrist, opening up arteries, as it were. Or late night was commenting on Jesus, who might be another wizard on Twitch. I'm not sure. But I've heard stories. I believe he was a wizard from what I've heard. I mean, water into wine? Sure. It's red wine. It's good for my heart. It's good for my heart. Boo Boo Kitty Fox says cesspool equals Florida. It is the dangly bit of the United States. Just saying. Oh. Plop her down. It's 8 Pacific. Tomorrow, the Ren Fair behind the scenes. Sugar Skull said my dark sunglasses broke and my sister got them fixed today for me. They protect my eyes from the burning orb in the sky that I don't see, actually. Oh, from bright lights. I may be going blind, but I can still see light and shadow. Yeah, that is totally a thing. Totally. Sugar Skulls is possibly the 6th wizard. Actually, I think the Twizzard might have beaten you. There is someone called Talk to the Twizzard who made a brief journey here on Twitch. Possibly to return. A purple wizard. Would you believe that? With a black cat. I have a black cat. She is, of course, a shapeshifter. It's good. Yes. And Sugar Skulls, the pink wizard. I mean, that'd be fantastic. Get the robes. Get them in there. It's America's Wang. Yes, a shapeshifter, but that is a skill that I bestowed upon her. Yes, would you like to hear the story of how the black cat became my faithful companion? I mean, I'll tell you a tale. One of the things I like doing is telling stories of my 45,000 plus years. I've been many, many places, many dimensions. So many that it's hard to mention all the dimensions. But I am here in the realm of Caledonia, where Caesia is the queen of Evercost. There is a king, and I am in his castle. He's upstairs. He had visitors today. He had a bit of wine. I can hear him snoring. I don't know if you can hear him. He's up there. He's sleeping. The king, Norcalius. Actually, let's give the king a shout out, because you never know. It might do good for the king to have a shout out. I do warn you, of course, that my shout out will bring up the king when he was involved, possibly in debauchery. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. See?
Skeleton bomb.
I'm telling you now. He has
Brother of the sword.
settled in his age.
To stand against the vile troll scum that infest this dreamland.
100 years. I gotta make some changes to this spell.
I dub thee Sir Skeleton, the skeleton warrior.
The skeleton bong warrior. Oh, that is old. Yeah.
True knight of my kingdom. Sarah Miles, a warrior, a Valkyrie.
A
We have
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie here. Sarah.
So that is a very old clip of the king, I tell you. And don't let him fool you. He was at the crossroads, and that's where the clip is. But that way that spell is working currently, it takes one of your top 5 clips of all time. I think I'm going to make a change and make it so it grabs a clip from the past year. Your top 5 clips from the past year. That'd be better. Yeah. The best part about that thing right there, of course, is that I made it myself so I can modify it and do whatever I want with it. I've thought about making it available to others, but I'd have to put a bunch of work into it, and I'm not sure how that would benefit. What would I get out of it? So, eventually I may do that. Yeah, exactly. Fielding other complaints, putting load on my server, having to make it so there's some kind of thing, so when you do your shout out, it'll, like right now, I can only do one at a time. It doesn't keep it like a log, and so that's my next step to do. But yes, right now I'm gonna be working on some other stuff and basically assisting other people in the merch stores. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And, thankfully I I got one bug left. I got a bug that I gotta sort out. But the Twitch Tacto is good to go. It has a bug, which I will sort out this weekend, I hope. But other than that, we are golden. I've poured so much time, so much effort into this game that I'm gonna have fun doing it. I know I am. And it's gonna be great. I've probably spent 100 hours, at least 3 full weeks of work, just working on this game show. Like, oof. I've made it so it should be pretty seamless. I'm able to produce and be part of the show as the host without any real effort, thankfully. Whew. Whew. Like, that's a lot of work that I've put in here, and this should be a lot of fun. And while producing that and working on it, I've also come up with my next game show. I already started working on it, but then I put that aside and said, no, focus on one thing, finish that thing, then start on the other. Keep it on the burner. And we'll figure that one out. I'll talk about it for 4 months before it gets out again. And I'm not going to knock myself out developing that one. This one's going to be a little simpler, a little easier. Get a couple players, real simple stuff. Woo! It's going to be fun. Can't wait. Yes, what a helpful wizard I am. I try. I do try. I want to help people, you know? What I like doing. It makes life better. Yes, the other game is going to be, I was playing a game with some people with dice, and I thought this would be fun. I wonder how I can do this. And then I figured out how I could do it. Whew! I have an idea. It's going to be fun. I just got to get it going. And so, focused on Twitch Tacto, this Saturday, 4 p.m., I need to do a stress test where basically we're going to do a bit of a trial run. It won't be streamed. No one will see it. I might record it just so I can use some clips from it to help in my promotion. But basically I want to make sure that I can handle all the people that are going to be on it at the same time and it doesn't bog down my bandwidth. Yes. 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 Raven Shimmers. Hello. Guess what? I'm a heart patient too. Woo. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Whisper. The Raven Shimmers. Yes, 2 weeks ago, this wizard had a heart attack. No shit. Serious says that heart attack really did. Like, wow. Now, Raven Shimmers. If you guys don't know, let's do a shout out too. I feel amazing. I mean, that's a thing. Look at it. Check out Raven.
Hi, Donna. Take me away. Take me away. Take me
Now, Raven, I haven't seen you streaming recently, but usually
so good to see you here.
normally when Raven's streaming, I'd stop in, listen to the jams, hang out. Usually I'm working. I'm always working, let's face it. Keeping things going. But I haven't seen you on there in a while, Raven. Everything good? I've seen you on Instagram constantly. You're my #1 recommended, I think, according to Instagram, because I tend to like everything you post. You don't think you've ever seen anyone this spry a mere 2 weeks after a heart attack? You know, a nurse called me to speak to me, and they were like, do I have the right person? You sound like you're doing amazing. And I said, I feel like I'm doing amazing. I've made dietary changes. I've been exercising. I'm taking this medication. Just everything's good. I mean, yeah. Whew. They're coming to take me away. Ha! That was one of my favorite songs when I was young. Used to spend hours and hours listening to something called the radio. Don't know if you guys have ever heard it. Dr. Demento show in a place called Sacramento. They used to have it on the radio there. And I would listen to the Dr. Demento show. Not only listen to it, but I would get something called the cassette tape. Here's one here. Haha! This, of course, is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Tape 1. That tells you exactly how old this shit is. But that's what a cassette tape looks like for all the younger people in the audience who have no idea what the hell a cassette tape is. Used to be able to take that and record the signals out of the air. It was like magic. And I would record the Dr. Demento show frequently. Yes. Now, what's funny is I used to have the entire box set of Harry Potter audiobooks read by Jim Dale on cassette. Somehow, this is the only one that's left. I was gifted it one year. Back in 2000, I believe it was. But yes. Now, Sugar Skulls is back. She had to get some food. What kind of food you get? I'm hungry. I've been eating salad. God dang it. I'm hungry. Oh, I had fish. I did have fish. I was gonna eat shrimp, but I didn't have all the stuff. I am assuming shrimp scampi is an amazing meal for me to have. It's got a little bit of wine, a little bit of butter, little Parmesan, shrimp. Shrimp lowers cholesterol. So, gonna eat more shrimp. Yash. Let's see. Ham Flower Man says, I'm glad you're feeling better and taking the necessary changes to improve your quality of life. Well, I mean, today I did have salad. It was a Caesar salad. And I looked at the amount of fat that was in that dressing. And I ate it anyway. I mean, I'm assuming I'm not eating a steak with my salad, so let's start there. You know what I mean? Not eating a steak, not having a hamburger, haven't had red meat in 2 weeks. There is a great story, though. When I had a heart attack, I thought I was hungry. I thought I was starving. I was more hungry than I'd ever been in my entire life. My stomach was twisted into a knot, it felt like. So, prior to going to the ER, I cooked hamburgers. Yeah, that's right. I fried it on the stove. I made hamburgers. And on the side of those hamburgers, there was onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms sauteed. And a little bit of butter that I put on a burger with some Swiss cheese. And I toasted the bun with butter. And I grilled that, cooked that up, toasted it up, had that burger with some French fries, ate the whole damn thing, and then went to the ER. I really did. I was like, I'm eating this whole thing. Nope, that didn't get any better. Yes, I cooked while having a heart attack. I ate. Then I went. So, what happened was for 3 days, I was having a mild heart attack, which ramped up into an actual, myocardial infraction or whatever the hell they call that. On Monday, I started having pains, and I just thought, oh, I'm hungry. I'm not eating properly. And the other thing is, one of the reasons I ignore pains in my left arm is because if I do this, my arm pops, like my shoulder. right back in here. And so I have something called snapping scapular syndrome. So if I move my arm, it makes a loud popping sound. And occasionally when that happens, I pinch a nerve in my shoulder, making my whole arm numb, pain. So I've learned to ignore that particular symptom. Yes. Yeah, let me read that here. Raven Shimus has been spending more time with the hubby, going for walks, resting, working on bird watching. Woo! Bird watching. Now we have lots of great birds. My cat was watching a bird today. You know what? I've got some serious ADHD here. I got into talking about the heart attack. I had said I was going to tell you all the story of Black Cat. Yes. I should tell that story. I mean, why not? So I shout out the king, King Noah Callius. He is the king here in Caledonia, where I am currently residing, until I decide to summon a portal and travel somewhere else. Very easy. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get out of here for a little bit. Take a vacation, as it were. But the cat. You see, earlier in my travels, when I first arrived here, it's been a long time I've been here. Not even sure exactly when I last left this dimension. Several hundred years. Yeah. Well, what was happening, my friends, is traveling through interdimensionary portals. Well, how do I put this? Basically, these robes didn't come with me through the portal. The only thing I had when traveling through the portal was my wand. My wand, and I would appear at the other end, and I would be... How do we put this? Well, basically like this.
I don't recall using teleportation magic, yet there I was, alone, naked.
Yeah, naked. You come through the portal, it was some kind of like Terminator shit, where I come through the portal, completely be naked. I had good robes on. I had a sack of gold. And let me tell you, when you go through a portal and your sack is gone, whoo, disturbing. But yes, I traveled to this dimension.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yes, I traveled here completely naked. I had to find myself some rough spun brown burlap robes. I was looking like Dr. Foxmeat, of all things, if you could imagine. I procured them. Let's say I borrowed them. Hello there. Just named G. But yes, I procured the brown robes from a farmer. When they chafe, That's why I don't wear them. They chafe. There I was in my brown robes, got my wand, and I had to find somewhere to sleep, so I, hunkered down in a local barn. Not the barn that I took the robes from the farmer. You don't stick around when you borrow something. I almost said stole. I borrowed it. I did put them back. Sure, it was 2 years later, but I did return it. Just borrowed it without permission and used it for 2 years. But I digress in my story. There I was in the barn, sleeping in the hay. Now, I thought I was all up in there. I thought I was in there. But it turns out my feet were in the aisle. How do I know this? Well, I was awoken by somebody who tripped over my feet. You see, there was this young maiden. She was running. apparently in some haste, and she tripped over my feet because she didn't see them because she was in such a hurry, as she was fleeing from some kind of terror behind her, and I could hear it. It turns out she was terrified, and she tripped over my feet. She landed on the floor, and she looked up at me with fear in her eyes. Not a look that I'm used to seeing, I must admit, but she had it in her eyes. She was terrified. And then she saw me, and she lost a bit of her fear, and instead she said, "I beseech you, great wizard, help me." Why she thought I was a wizard because I was wearing robes that I stole from the farmer, I have no idea, but she knew just by looking at me that I was, of course, a magical wizard. I said, "What's supposed to be the trouble, my dear?" And she said, "These barbarians are chasing me, and they intend to steal my virtue." Well, however she talks, I don't know. You may have heard her voice. She sounds like that somewhat. I had to think quickly, because I knew that at that moment I wasn't sure how my magic would work here in this dimension, and testing it against two lustful barbarians did not seem to be the best test that I should try. Instead, I looked upon the ground and I found a small stone, not just a plain stone, but a little, like quartz crystal almost, that had no place being there amongst the hay on the ground, but there it was all the same. And I scooped it up, and then on it I cast a powerful spell. Yes, that's right. It was now a stone of transfiguration, transmogrification, if you will. I never figured out the difference between transfiguration and transmogrification, so let's just use them interchangeably in this story. You see, I gave the stone to the young girl, and I told her, well, the young lady, gave her the stone, and I told her that this stone would give her the power to change herself into another creature. But be warned, it only allows you to choose one creature ever. Whatever creature you choose is what you will become. Think carefully, but think quickly, and with much haste, because you are being chased. You must pick a creature that is not going to be sought after for its meat, for its value, whatever. No one's going to hunt you. No one's going to hate you. Do not be reviled or anything. You want to be revered and loved, so that everywhere you go, if you are the creature, no one will think anything of it. No one will treat you poorly. And then she took the stone, and without saying a word, she transformed into a black cat. Just clothes were into a pile, and there was the kitty in them. I snatched up the clothes and the cat, and I tossed the clothes over into the hay and buried them off in that direction. And not a moment too soon, for there I was, standing with a cat upon my shoulder, brown rough-spun robes, wand in my hand, and the barbarians trundled into the room, the barn. He knocked aside the door. "Bah, hairy man, where girl?" I would like to know something like that myself. There is no females here, as you can clearly see. Just me and my kitty. But I did hear somebody screaming and running in that direction. Now they looked at me as if they were considering perhaps my beard being such an attraction to them, because I believe some barbarian women do have beards, or maybe those dwarves. I'm not sure, but either way, beards may have been attracted to them, because it did take them a moment to take the bait. But they did. I convinced them to move on into a northward direction. And they trundled off. I could hear them lumbering off into the distance. And the cat converted back into the human female before my very eyes, and much to her chagrin and embarrassment, her clothes were in the hay. She was grateful, but not that grateful. You see, when somebody is being chased and about to have, pillaged like the village, you don't get a reward of lustfully reward. It's grateful. It took time, but eventually the cat has been with me for a good 100 years now. Don't tell her. But it turns out when she transformed into a cat, it increased her lifespan. Something about 9 lives, I think. She's gonna live 9 lifespans now as a human, so I expect her to probably live like 900 years. Maybe? Somewhere in there? I don't think she's realized quite how much time has passed. She never even questioned it. She spends a lot of time as a cat laying in the sun. She can lift her leg and do this lick thing. I mean, I wish I could do that. But we do need to get in there into the Stream Raider battle now. Let's get in here. Let's see if we can get this battle started. And that, my friends, is the story of the Black Cat. I hope you enjoyed that story. There are many other stories of my adventures throughout this dimension and others that I do tell here in the stream. So, be sure to come back. We'll enjoy it. Right now, we're going to destroy these enemies. We have 79 allies. They only have 40 enemies. We nearly have double the strength. Let's get in there. With strength and honor, we shall defeat them. We'll see how that goes. Of course, the important thing here is the Great Troll War is looming. I can smell them. I don't know if you can. The trolls have quite the hideous odor, if I say so myself. I remember the last Troll War. Hopefully things go smoothly in this battle. I'm gonna go ahead and say, unfortunately, that is gonna be the last Stream Raider battle. I'm not sure we're gonna make it the full 30 more minutes before I run out of full steam. So let's not do that and put ourselves into that situation. We did make it through 2 battles tonight. We probably could push for another one. Just not sure. I am still recovering, and as I told somebody recently, I was recovering. They said, I didn't even know you were on drugs. And I said, well, I am now, but they're heart medications. I didn't mean recovery like that. I'm addicted to life, I guess. Hardware barbecue. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. It is Thursday night. Chicken nugs are drugs. I used to get way too much of the Wendy's. Yep. Wendy's had that 4 for $4. And, I had to get it. I had to get it. And, I used to eat so much Wendy's. Look at that. I have the Wendy's emote right there. Look at that. Psh. 4 for $4. Feed a whole family of 4 for less than $20. Holy crap. Sign me up. Oh, can't eat that anymore. Shit. You had a Wendy's Happy Meal. Is every meal from Wendy's a Happy Meal? Doesn't it make you happy to have a Baconator just dripping in grease? Now, last time, actually, I think the only time I've eaten a Baconator from Wendy's, I took it out of the wrapper, and grease was just dripping down my arm, and I thought, this is gonna kill me. And then I ate it anyway. But I have never had more than one. Now with the chicken nuggets, I always get sweet and sour sauce. I take the French fries and I dip each one into the sweet and sour sauce. I can eat the chicken nuggets without the sweet and sour sauce. Don't eat it. French fries, sweet and sour sauce. I have to have it. I don't know why. You like the plum sauce? Where's the ban button? No, I've never even had the plum sauce. What the heck is the plum sauce? Now, I did have the Szechuan sauce. That was disgusting. Like Dr. Fox meat, he had the Szechuan sauce on stream, and I thought, well, I'm going to try this just so I don't miss out. And to quote my stepmother, who is from a village in a Asian country, that tastes Asian. That was her response to tasting. Yep, that tastes Asian. French fries dipped in peanut butter. You know, there was a time long ago where they were concerned that I was not getting enough vitamins and things and that I wasn't growing as well as they like. And I was prescribed by a doctor to eat every day 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Take a spoon, go in there, get a big old spoonful, and eat it every single day. For like 2 years, I ate a spoonful of peanut butter. Oh. That's a favorite treat of mine. I love that. Can't eat it anymore. Not right now. Not right now. Waiting to speak to a dietitian. Now, the interesting thing about all that, of course, is having a heart attack recently. Since I've been discharged from the hospital, I haven't seen a single person. I have a doctor's appointment. I had it today at 5 o'clock. They canceled it and said, can you come in 2 weeks? And I said, I think I should see somebody sooner? I did just have a heart attack. And they rescheduled me for a different doctor. Going in tomorrow. Gonna see a doctor for the first time since I was discharged. And, yikes. Like, thank you. Ugh. Plum sauce lies flush against the saucer. You know, I'm not gonna go to Wendy's anytime soon, but when I do, I will get some of this plum sauce. I'll try it. You know why? I love plums. I do. I do so much. Yeah, Sugar Skulls has an allergy to peanuts and can't eat peanut butter. Your throat closes up and I lose my breath, so I stay away from peanuts. It's fatal for me. Take a magic elixir called Liquid Benadryl. Good for your allergies. Well, believe it or not, when I was gonna go in and have, when they went through here, and they went all the way into my heart, they gave me Benadryl. I said, why are you giving me that? And they said, just to help you relax. And I was like, are you worried about my allergies? Why are you giving me Benadryl? Just for the calming effect. And then they sedated me too, but it was so that I wasn't anxious prior to having the procedure done. Let's see. American healthcare system at its finest. Yes, and the thing too about the healthcare system, particularly where I am now, is it is, of course, a small place. Woo! Wizworld gifting a sub to Late Night Games. Couldn't have been to a nicer person. Late Night Games deserving that one right now. Now you got the emotes. You can use those pink eye ointment emotes in the Dr. Foxmeat chat. and of course anywhere in Twitch and the hype emotes and everything. But thank you, Wizworld, for that gifted sub. Normally I say all the bits and subs and donos go to the stream, but now they're going to the American healthcare system, who are going to be sending me a bill shortly, I'm sure. But I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. Why? Because here's my plan. Whatever happens, whatever bill I get, and they say, hey, you owe this much, I'm going to contact that provider and say, hey, I can't afford that. Can you work with me on that? The bill was this much. My insurance paid you that much. I can't afford to pay you that much. Can you help work with me on it? So no matter what the bill is, even if I can't afford it, I can't afford it. That's my answer. I just can't. I don't want to stress about it, and I'm not going to stress about it. I'm just going to contact them and say, work with me. That's what you're going to do. You're going to work with me on this. I just had a heart attack. Don't stress me out. You know? That's where we're going with that. Yes. So thank you so much for that gifted sub to Late Night Wizworld. I appreciate it so very much. Let's see. They do sell salads at Wendy's. The thing about salads, especially packaged produced salads, very deceptive. It isn't the salad that what's in it, it's what you put on it. The salad dressing could be very, very bad for you. Now, the other day I took a dash of olive oil, red wine vinegar, Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons of honey, pinch of salt, a bigger dash of pepper, mixed all that together. I made a honey Dijon dressing. I knew exactly how much oil was in it. I knew how much salt was in it. I was able to help lower that sodium intake, made my own dressing. Oh, and garlic. I put a little bit of garlic in there, freshly minced. Now, the thing about garlic, it is a collector of bacteria, crazy enough. And garlic can actually attract some botulism. So that can only be refrigerated for about 2 days. So every couple of days I'm making new dressing, only making a small amount. Very nice, very good stuff. I like it. Not always been my favorite. I myself, I do love a good Thousand Island. The Black Cat will almost drink the ranch. I mean, I'm like, calm down. Kind of like that. Little honey mustard dressing. I've always been an oil and vinegar kind of guy, though. I like that kind of thing. Good vinaigrette. Oh, sign me up. I love that. So tonight we had a nice Caesar salad with 2 pieces of cod. They were breaded. Cooked in an air fryer, so nice and crispy. I don't think that makes it any less healthy. Actually, I can say getting an air fryer was probably the downfall of my health. And people say, why? You're not frying it, you're air frying it. I think I started to eat crap after I got an air fryer. Probably. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's cook a chimichanga in the microwave or in the air fryer. And I was careful. I bought very specific chimichangas that were lower in fat, saturated fat, trans fat. There's like the cheaper chimichangas by El Monterrey. They come in a bag. They're like $3. Those are gonna kill you. I was buying the more expensive ones with the cheese and the rice that are very low in trans fats, but to be honest with you, probably bad for me. Tonight I fired up that air fryer. I fried the fish in an air fryer. I mean, it's basically baked, but crispy. And when I eat fish and chips, oh, I love malt vinegar. So I coat those things in malt vinegar and I eat that. And tomorrow, I'm going to be making a spaghetti. And tomorrow, I will be, for the first time, making a new recipe of meatballs. Yes, meatballs, my friends. Normally, I would take 1 pound of ground sausage with Italian seasoning, 1 pound of ground beef, combine those together with 1 egg, 1/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs, 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Highly recommend this. Blend, blend, blend. Make meatballs. Put them in a cast iron skillet, perhaps. Put that into the oven, cook at 350 for about 26 minutes. Oh my god. But tomorrow, it is gonna be ground chicken and turkey. I've got ground turkey. I've got Italian sausage, but it's chicken sausage. Chicken and turkey meatballs on my spaghetti. Saying. Just saying. We're gonna try it. Hopefully, the youngest of my offspring will eat this. Italian! You know, I don't like the creamy Italian either. I don't. Occasionally, though, the thing that gets me is I love Catalina dressing. Every once in a while, just a strange desire. I must have Catalina dressing. Maybe because I want to go to the Catalina mixer. Have you ever been? I've never gone. Never got an invite. Those bastards. Come on, lift the door. Catalina mixer. Whew. I mean, surely they need me there. Yes. Lift the door. Is there any motion for stabbing stomach cramps that are sharp and dull enough to make me cry? I'm gonna tell you, that was my heart attack. And they looked at me and said, that is a symptom usually women have, not men. I had every symptom of a heart attack that like the little poster says, these are symptoms women have, these are what men have. I have them all. Got jaw pain and everything. Okay, so on your right lower side, I don't know. You need a potion for stomach cramps. I wonder what would work. I don't know. I do have a healing potion, and some people have asked me, Lithador, why didn't you take the healing potion? I tell you why. Tolerance, my friends. I mean, I'm 45,000 years old. I've used it a lot. I might be an immoral wizard, but I can still get hurt. You cut me, I still bleed. You know? Princess Paisley! How you doing? I'm back. I'm feeling good. You know, I am the sorcerer myself. Yeah, that's like that meme. I'm a bit of a sorcerer myself. Yeah, you're good? I'm doing good too. Look at these cool pants I'm wearing. I'm wearing pants. I'm not gonna lie. Look, got Jack Skellington on them. Because I needed to stay warm under my robes. You played a fun game. What was it? Where'd you play? Where'd you play? I need to know. What did you play? Let me see. Jack Skellington. Fall Guys. Oh, yeah. Fall Guys is a fun game. How do I put this? In moderation. There was a period of time where I played a lot of Fall Guys. Every time anybody said, hey, Lithador, you want to play a game? They wanted to play Fall Guys. Playing it too much kind of burnt me out a little bit. So I enjoy Fall Guys occasionally. I like golf with your friends. Woo! So much so, I gifted a copy of it to one of my friends today so he can play with me on stream soon. It is so colorful. And I'm upset though, because I don't have the wizard costume in Fall Guys. I mean, come on, give me the wizard costume. I do have to say that the Fall Guys, I just dressed up as a shark and became an asshole. I'm sorry. That's right. If they're dressed as a shark, they're an asshole. That's what I was told. That's what I learned from the game. People were dressed as sharks. They're constantly grabbing you and throwing you over the edge. Those bastards. Yeah. Are you guys playing golf right now? Very nice. Kraken and Joe Bug are going to play golf. And they're going to get in there and they're going to be like, what the fuck? On the forest, which is the first level of golf with your friends, my friends, I used to be able to get a score of 18, meaning I got a hole in one in every single hole. People stopped playing with me. They were like, what the fuck? Let the door up! Yeah, Pirates Cove is a tough one, but it has that Kraken-y thingy at the end. It seems appropriate for Kraken to be playing that one. I do hate the end, where it just seems like, brah, you hit that ball and it knocks you everywhere. It's fucking chaos. I've never lifted anything heavy tonight. The pain just started on my lower right side. We should have talked to Dr. Foxmeat. He's the doctor. Damn it. Let's see if we can get him. Nope. Nope, no response. Is it above your belly button or below? Serious question. And did it happen after you ate? Did you eat and then have the pain? Okay. Because that could be your gallbladder. I had a partner once, and her gallbladder was going out, and anytime she would eat, and most importantly, the more fatty the food, the worse this pain was. It was in the lower right, in the abdomen, and anytime she would eat, it would be bad. And we were on a no-fat diet for a little while, which was fine by me. I was very creative with my cooking, but she was really tired of eating all that, and she had gotten in her vehicle. She went to a fast food place. She got a burger with bacon, French fries, a milkshake. She ate that, cried, went to the ER. They removed her gallbladder. So, yeah, I was going to say, it is probably now next to your leg. Yeah, it's probably your appendix. Yeah, check out the appendix, people. That's where we sort everything and make it so that we can tell, you know, you need to look something up. Oh, like, that's in the library. Let's go over to the library. I haven't been to the library in a while. Ugh. Do I have any books on anatomy? I don't think I do, actually. Now, listen. If it gets overbearingly painful, seek help. Seriously. Because I have to say, my stomach hurt. I thought I was just having indigestion. I didn't think it was my heart. My heart is not right here. That's where it hurt. Turns out my heart's right here, and that's why it was hurting. Shit. I smell smoke. Did we teleport? We did. We jumped into the library so we can check some things out. We have been doing reading streams in here, in this library. We used to have a lot of magazines on human anatomy. Just the exterior, right? Like, what they called Hustler or Penthouse or Playboy. Any of those names on the magazines? Just saying. Gotta study. Now, Playboy actually had some great articles. I'm just saying. One of the things I learned in Playboy was how to get rid of a headache. It was highly effective. The technique of rubbing a head. You know, you get here and you rub by the temples, you rub across the scalp here, go back here, do some rubbing across the head. That works for a certain type of headache. Really does. And I read that in an article a long time ago in that Playboy, and it was called Not Tonight, Dear, I Got a Headache. How to help remove a headache of someone you love. Great article. Now, for me, that particular style of method of rubbing my head to try to get rid of my headache only works for a certain kind of headache. I tend to get a headache right here in this eye. It's like a migraine headache. The solution for my headache, unfortunately, is because, first of all, hydrate, 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 hydrate. Get all that water back into your body. Make sure that you are hydrated. Then I take a bath. A hot bath. As hot as I can stand it. And then, the shocking part, my friends, you take yourself a cup of water, of cold water, and pour it over your... There's water in it. I almost poured it over my head. Yeah, I didn't start another Streamator battle because I wasn't sure we were going to make it the whole half hour. In fact, we're going to be getting out of here in about 10 minutes, my friends. So I didn't want to do it. Yep. I didn't want to leave anybody hanging, but late night with Luthadors on Thursdays are generally just 2 hours at most. Don't want to push it, especially right now. I have gone until like 3 in the morning. That was ridiculous. So we won't be doing that tonight, of course. We'll be streaming here for just a few minutes. But you always get headaches in your right eye, and that's my lazy eye. Yep, I appreciate that. Now, try this bath. Not for the pain, but for the headache. If you ever get the headache, take a bath as hot as you can stand it. Get yourself a nice washcloth, put it over your face, pour cold water over your head. I do warn you, it is a shock to do that, but your headache just goes away almost instantly. It may not be lasting, but it does allow me generally to climb into bed and go to sleep. I get headaches sometimes that are so bad that I'm not even able to fall asleep, and I don't like taking things for headaches. Right now, I can't take ibuprofen. I cannot take Tylenol. I can take aspirin, but I'm taking aspirin every single day anyway, and I haven't had a headache, so I'm good there. Yeah. I'm glad you were here, Ham Flower Man. Yes, we're going to be getting out of here in just a few minutes. We're not quite ready to go yet. Don't know who we're going to raid. So what we're going to do now is figure out who it is we're going to raid tonight. Sleep in a dark room with a purple light turned on, but turned down low so it won't hurt my eyes. I sleep with a purple light also. Every night. Yes. Any RGB becomes purple. It's a nice dull purple. And that keeps the room so I can see. If I have to get up. Yeah, I was thinking J Muse. You say J Muse, really? Hang on a second. Let me show you something. Are you ready for this?
What up, Lithadora?
Did you see that? That's right. J Muse. I get that damn fucking. There you go. I don't know what he's doing.
What up,
down there. It
Lithadora?
looks like he's jerking off, but I'm never gonna question that. J Muse, give me a shout out quite some time ago when I came into the chat. Now, last time I rated Grim, not to sound like, it didn't even set off an alert that we rated. No one in the chat even noticed we showed up. It was so hype in there too, though. Grim is tight. But last time I rated Grim, we just threw people into the pile. I don't know how else to explain that. But as is tradition here, we are not going to make it up to me. It's not my decision. It is your decision. Who shall we raid tonight? Now, we're going to put up all the people. And before we get in there, we are, of course, going to do some shout outs so that you can see who these people are. Okay? So first, and not in any particular order, Grim.
Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to another beautiful day on this magnificent island. Right? Isn't it fun? It's like you guys get to go on a holiday, kind of, and I get to suffer. It's great. I really love it. Oh, watch out!
You see that?
That was close.
That was close.
How's everyone doing?
I'm doing good. Oh, he's not really here. The hell am I doing? Okay. That was Grim. That is going to be our first option. J Muse. Seriously. J Muse.
Also going to be given away today. We're going to play a game of marbles. Whoever comes in first,
Marbles.
I ship to her. But you got to pay for shipping and handling because she's getting big.
Wait. Whoever marble race wins the kid? Yeah. I'll give you a.
You know what? On Monday, we're going to do marbles right here on this stream. Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, marbles. I just decided it. Just now. All of a sudden. Another choice here is, of course, Forest of Wires. Another wizard.
I was on AdultSwim.com tonight.
I am back
and
again.
I was on developers meeting.
Coronavirus.
And
Title
they
says chat
freaking
roulette.
loved the show.
What happened?
And I won the cash
Spoiler
prize.
alert, he got raped.
And I might be getting a show on Adult Swim.
Wow. He ruined He-Man? I mean, I enjoyed it, but I appreciate what you're saying. And we're actually gonna add in Just Named G said Calazard. We're gonna add Calazard to the vote. There's Calazard. Now, I am gonna say Calazard is streaming
what's it called? Where you
To
just, like, change the pitch of your
very
voice, slightly
few
up or slightly
viewers.
down. Falsetto for like falsely raising your voice up.
Now, Forrester Wires is at 95.
Which is
J
what you
Muse
have
is
to
at
follow with that, 'cause,
228. Grim is at 347. We are putting up the poll. We have 3 minutes. 3. Be sure to vote. Be sure to vote. And I'm going to talk about He-Man. I liked it in a weird way. I did. I enjoyed it because I remember as a kid, I think I've seen every episode of He-Man. And I remember the ending and being like, wait, how could that end? Like there's some unfinished business here. And yeah. So they kind of wrapped it up a little bit for me. They did make it, you know, it was a bit of a girl power thing more than a He-Man thing. Yeah. You know. Yeah, I remember that. Now, my best friend, his parents, he had every single He-Man toy. All of them. He was also a spoiled pain in the butt, but he was my best friend. Pain in the ass! But he had all of them. Orko, he had the giant Grayskull castle. He had everything. Which meant, of course, he was my best friend, and I got to go over there and play with it all. I didn't have any He-Man stuff. I had G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. But I didn't have a lot. Looks like Grim is winning, my friends. Grim is winning with 3 votes. J Muse with 1. Calazard with 1. Get your votes in. We are getting towards the end. Cobra. My favorite G.I. Joe song is the intro to the movie. Charging in the night. Cobra. Yeah, I love that. I haven't heard it in like 20-something years, but I remember it. Cobra. I would say I dislike the G.I. Joe movies a lot more than I dislike the He-Man show. Just saying that. Throwing that out there. Just putting that out there. Of course, then again, I did have I had some children, and I had to say I ended up watching the My Little Pony cartoons with them. I also saw a good deal of Pokemon, though. In the mornings, while they were getting ready to go to school, we would put on Pokemon and watch that. Yeah, I can't say I memorized everything, but I've seen a lot of Pokemon from the early 2000s. Didn't keep up with it, didn't stick with me or anything, but probably from 2000 to 2004, it was on every morning on TV at that particular window. So for about 4 years, 5 days a week, we were watching Pokemon. Yeah, heck yeah. So, Grim has won, my friends. We're going to be going in there. If you are a subscriber, definitely bring in all the hype. Just copy this. Copy that message with all the hype cats on it. There it is. Bring those in. Let them know we're there. Make sure they know we're there. Yeah. In the morning, you had those in the morning? DuckTales. Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Yeah. No. Chippendale, and then Tailspin. We had Disney Afternoon where I lived, which was Sacramento area, if you're familiar with what that place is. Good night. We're gonna get ready to raid Grim. I was gonna grab up some other emotes and say, hey, if you do not have the subscription You can't drop in the hype emotes. Well, let's find some others, you know? We gotta have the raid. The raid. Bring that in like that. Make sure. A streamer right now, not even the one in Dennis, watched all of the Mighty Max cartoons on stream, which was rather an entertaining thing because I had never seen them. I didn't even recall them. I was like, huh, interesting. We are going to be raiding Grim. The raid has been created. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for participating in the chat, even if you lurked. I'm grateful that you chose to spend your time here on this planet with me. A little bit of the time. There are many things you could be doing, but instead, you came here. Hopefully I entertained you. Hopefully you want to come back again. And as I say, on Monday, we'll be back at 7 p.m. Pacific. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, late night streams here. Just real short. But on Mondays and Wednesdays, they are longer streams. We start at 7 p.m. We go 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight. Who knows? Depends on how things goes. Depends on how I feel. Be sure to check out that merch store. There's lots of stuff in there. I love you, my dudes. I want you to be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Make sure you take care of yourself. Listen to your body. Be sure to drop in on the Discord so you can keep track of anything, any announcements. If I'm going to be here, if I'm not, it's going to be in that Discord. And as always, I want to remind you to be kind and rewind. Good night, everyone. I hope to see you again on Monday. Probably see me WizWorld tomorrow.
I'm not as sweet as you. Welcome to the greatest stream in the universe. Angel of Death. Okay, let's do it.
Whee! We're raiding up in here.
Come pick my roses.
Raiders!
God damn, this goes hard. I'm gonna listen to this after the stream.
Woo!
But for real,